your kiss is on my list. Because your kiss, I can't resist. Because your kiss is on my list. Turn out the lights. Oh, man.
Thank you, music lovers.
Want to get out of here and listen to my mixtape of great UN speeches?
Sure.
Come on, guys. Just one more song.
We're selling T-shirts if you're interested.
You're a bitch girl, and you're gone too far, cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch girl, and you're gone too far, cause you know it don't matter anyway.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for Box Score.
Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles. They are the Danettes in Milford, Connecticut. The Final Four is all set, gentlemen. Paulie, how much of the action did you take in this weekend?
All of it. I mean, the games are great. There's basically, you don't have to bounce from game to game. You can pretty much watch everything with the 2 games each day. Nice starting time, like late afternoon, maybe 3:30 tip. Now, the late games didn't go that late. It's a perfect weekend.
I got it. The weirdest thing happened. All tournament long, I was engaged. My bracket was doing well. Saw every game I could. I did not see Oklahoma play once, and I haven't seen Oklahoma play since Wayman Tisdale was there. Does anyone catch that game? Louisville. That was the one team that sort of slipped by me.
Hey, Fritzy, which story are you rooting for more? Would it be the 7th-seeded Michigan State Spartans winning it all, or Kentucky running the table?
I was all in on Wisconsin, and then after Michigan State won, I just watching them celebrate and Izzo all excited, and the fact that they kind of got disrespected as a 7 seed, and now that you have 3 1s at a 7. We've had a number of the Wisconsin players on. Granted, we've had Izzo on a couple of times over the last week, but
wait. So what's your answer then?
So I'm leaning towards Michigan State.
You only pick one, though.
The hammer.
But I do love Kaminsky and Dekker and all those guys. But if I had to pick one, basically because you got 3 1 seeds and a 7 in there, I'm going to root for the Spartans to go all the way.
Spartans it is. Well, Michigan State's coach, Tom Izzo, may not have the personnel that Kentucky does, but DP asked him if he could have coached one or either one of the greats. Would it be Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson?
Well, I'd rather coach Magic, of course, because number one, he's from here, but number two, I think, and I love Michael. I think he's great, but I think Magic has the one intangible that not many people have, and that he's as competitive as Michael and all that. But he had the ability to take average players around him and make them better, with his ability to pass and handle it. And so I think that's why I appreciate him as much as anybody in the world.
Coach, are you freaking nuts? It's Michael Jordan. No, but that's an example of Coach Izzo being a smart man and knowing he has a relationship, and his school was the former home of Magic Johnson. Nobody, and as great as Magic Johnson is, he's just not better than Michael Jordan. I don't even think it's that close. And but he's smart enough to know that I'm a Michigan State guy, he's a Michigan State guy, I got to go with Magic.
Well, he is on point. Magic made guys like, where would Kareem be without Magic? Yeah. James Worthy, Byron Scott, number 4 pick overall. Magic took these guys off the street and gave them basketball careers.
Yeah, how'd he save Kareem's floundering career?
I honestly, Kareem, I don't even think he knew the hook shot.
He was lost.
Got there.
When you play with Jordan, you actually didn't have to play that well. You just had to be a member of the team.
Yes.
He did the playing. You took care of hanging out, making sure he got the ball.
Yeah, see Luke Longley. Seton, I'll throw this one to you, but we'll go around the room on this. If you could coach anyone in any sport and take responsibility for their greatness, who would it be?
Well, I'm torn between Derek Jeter and Michael Jordan because, Joe Torre sort of benefited a lot from certain people, but I think ultimately I would take Michael Jordan because then I could be Phil Jackson and be a genius and be this legendary coach when, I had the greatest
But
player
wouldn't you
ever.
be terrified of saying anything to him? Like if you were the coach and he came to the sideline, hey, Michael, nice job. Like what if you...
Yeah, I don't quite have the same gravitas as Phil Jackson. I don't have the voice, I don't have the big... I'd be like, hey, Michael, so anyway, the triangle. here's how we're going to run this, and you just take it and shoot.
Draw play. Here's what we do. We're going to inbound it to Michael, and you're going to beat two guys and dunk
You
the ball.
throw it to Michael, and then run over into that corner and get out of the way.
Stay out of the way.
He'll take care of it.
I think if I could coach any great all time, I'm going to go off the board here and go Kelly Slater. He's out in the water dealing with the waves, the sharks. I'm on the beach, just kind of saying, stay up.
Yeah.
Lean a little left and right, and then
Get some sun, listen to some music, barbecue.
Marshmallows.
You got your steak and your hot dogs,
Sure.
your meats.
Kelly Slater's coach at the gig.
That's a good call.
How about you, McLovin?
You know, I don't want the problem where I'm going to be terrified of the person I'm coaching, so I'm not taking somebody that's great.
Alan
like Michael
Greenspan?
Jordan. I definitely want like a
Treasurer.
gritty, underachieving coach's son that I can push around. Thinking
White guy? Here comes a white guy.
Really a white guy. Now I'm debating, do I want to coach Jimmer Fredette? I guess I would go with, I definitely want a guy who I'll get a lot of credit for. So I'm going to go with Sam Dekker, because nobody believes that Sam Dekker can do the kind of things he does because he's white. So the coach gets all the credit.
Well, speaking of Sam Dekker, go ahead, Fritzy. Go ahead. I don't want to skip over you, buddy.
No, I would shockingly go with Elway just so I can follow my Broncos, and I still think he's the greatest quarterback of all time, and with everything he's accomplished, and going out with 2 straight Super Bowl wins
And 3 losses.
There were some losses involved, but he bounced back after some crushing defeats.
They lost by like 40 every time, too.
They did lose 39-20, 42-10, and 55-10, but they did beat Green
That's a
Bay
doozy.
and Atlanta. So 7 would be good to have taken credit for what Elway accomplished.
Well played there. Well, McLovin, you picked a wise choice because Sam Decker's out there making quite a name for himself.
We met the guys from Entourage, which is pretty cool.
I heard you saw the movie. Is that right?
Maybe.
Did they tell you that you're not allowed to talk about the controversial ending?
We're not allowed to talk about anything.
You're not.
I see what you're trying to do there.
Yeah. Well, you're too smart. Okay, when Turtle dies in the end, but you can't talk about that, right?
All right, guys.
When he drowns in the hot tub, you cannot talk about that.
People are actually going to sit there and believe what you're saying right now.
Hey, as long as you're not saying it, you're okay.
Wow. That whole interview was so bizarre because Sam was on guard. First of all, I love that he had talked to Nigel Hayes before, and Nigel had said, watch out, because he knew, because the topic came to Sam's hair, and Dan's like, you use product, and did you hear what Nigel said about you? And he goes, yeah, I heard what he said about me. I heard you prompted him.
You coaxed him.
Yeah. So Sam was on guard the whole time, we were going to catch him, and then he almost caught him saying he was going to go pro.
Right.
It was fun.
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
We were asking about Kentucky, he's like, yeah, fine, I'll talk about Kentucky all day. Looking forward to playing. And we asked him, Entourage. Ooh, Entourage, never heard of it. It wasn't me. I wasn't there.
Is that a show?
Yeah, who are you talking to?
Wasn't aware.
Yeah.
Hey, Paulie, which white guy is Dekker going to be compared to if he goes to the NBA on draft night?
It's tough. Chandler Parsons, slasher, mid-level, a 6'8". He looks a little bit like Jimmy Chitwood, but a taller Jimmy Chitwood.
They don't
from
usually go
Hoosiers.
Jimmy Chitwood on draft night.
Yeah, because he's not a real person.
Yeah, not a real guy.
He's not actually a physical person.
How about Keith Van Horn, as Dan said?
But, Van Horn played a lot more back to the basket, so you got to find a white guy who plays a little more outside, but completely
And what did
pale.
Reggie say? Kirilenko?
Andre Kirilenko,
It would be great, though, if you could start comparing players to fictional characters. Like, this guy's really got, a Jesus Shuttlesworth type quality around the rim.
Yeah.
Just completely made up.
Absolutely, let's do that.
All right, coming up, will McLovin issue a restraining order against one of the cameramen in the man cave? We'll find that out next. This is the Box Score, and it is powered by the Ram 1500 Eco Diesel. Every truck can tow a boat, every truck can climb a hill, every truck can haul a trailer. But not everybody has the most fuel-efficient half-ton truck on the road. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts, glory, Ram.
The Box Score presents great moments in DP show history.
But if I do play, it's going to be magic.
Thanks for watching Great Moments in DP show history.
Welcome back to the Box Score. That glorious moment has brought us many laughs and even a Christmas ornament recently. Seton, how many more fan creations or ornaments do you expect to be sent to you guys from that moment?
It's one that sort of lives on forever, so I expect it to sort of be relived. Certainly an ornament for every year.
Here's the problem, though. It's already been done, so I think the next person would have to make one that moves, like a motorized.
And please send it with batteries.
This new guy with the little sculpture guy that we met.
Yeah, he's good.
He's a genius.
He's a
Like,
talent.
he could take moments that we didn't even realize were special and turn them into special things.
I really hope he doesn't get a job or anything productive going in his life because he's doing some great work.
Yeah, he sent one in with a picture of me with a bra on my head from Barbra Streisand.
When you broke into her
That
house,
was
yeah.
impressive.
Well,
violated her privacy.
That was nice arts and crafts project.
Poor Babs. All right, well, McLevin was not sporting his glasses today, so he took those the Christmas ornament on a test run.
You didn't put your glasses on, though.
left them at home. I've been getting notes all day. Why are you squinting at your screen so badly?
What are those?
These are an ornament that somebody sent in of broken glasses that I consider wearing, but I can't see it. Oh, these are real glasses. I can't see a thing.
They look a little strong.
They're very strong. Try these on. They're crazy.
Your eyes are sort of.
Any chance you could wear those for the next 2.5 hours?
Honestly, I would think I'd go blind. Look how strong these are.
Is there a wire on them?
Yeah, it's a Christmas ornament. It's a hanger.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they look strong.
The interesting thing there, when Andrew had said that listeners had noticed that he'd clearly forgotten his glasses, and why is he squinting at his computer screen so much? Andrew, I think you squint at your computer screen even with your glasses.
I know.
You sort of always kind of. You go like De Niro.
I think
It's like a focusing tick maybe or something. It's not so much trying to read
No,
what
I
you
think
want.
I need a new prescription, honestly. I think.
Even your Mario Van Peebles there?
Yeah, you're Mary Van Peebles.
Well, remember,
You just got those.
They're actually getting. It's been a year or 2 years.
What is your company shout out to glasses ratio? Because you've given them a number of shout outs. I don't think you've gotten anything.
Yeah, it's funny. I did get a pair. Remember do you remember my interim pair of glasses?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They gave it to my. This is a long, boring story, but basically my prescription is way too complicated because I have a prism I need in my left eye because my right eye.
Back to you, Brock.
Mario Van Peebles can't take care of those?
Mario Van Peebles.
Oscar Mayer.
Peoples. What's the name
They
of the
sound
Mario Van
expensive.
Peebles?
Hey, McLevin, are you having a problem with
$400.
cameramen getting too close to you? Is that an issue you need to settle with those guys?
Well, you see, I jut out into the studio. Paulie and Seton are protected at the front. You can't get right up top of them. Todd is protected by me. So I'm like this lone island of a man that can be approached by the camera and constantly and I'm shot from this angle right here. I'm the only person who's shot from right here, which is not my best angle.
I'll tell you,
not that I have many good angles.
As long as we're complaining, I notice sometimes that the cameramen get in front of Seton and I, and it's got to be weird because as producers, it helps if we could see our hosts sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I haven't really done much about it yet, but I think I'm gonna do it now because they have to get close-up shots. Like they look at Seton, then they look at me, or vice versa, and you can't see Dan, and it's very disconcerting. It's only like 4 or 5 seconds.
But what if you need to call for it? Like say, hey Dan, if you want to alert Dan.
It's usually like I'll cue Dan that he's back or something, and you can't tell if he's actually in his chair or not. So there are times that I'll be like, all right, dude, you're good.
That's a blind
You're back.
view?
You're back. Dude,
Yes.
you're back. And then I'll do one of these.
He's
and
in the
like,
bathroom.
oh, he's in the bathroom. Like,
Right.
yo, we gotta go.
Cameraman. All right, stick around. There's only one way to start off a week, and that is with a mock headline battle royale. We are back on the box score. I'll get right to it, gentlemen. It is Monday. I have headlines. You have mock headlines. Let's get ready to rumble, baby. Let's do this.
Mock headline battle royale.
I give you a headline, you've given me the mock headline. Here we go. Our first headline, Kentucky survives thriller against Notre Dame to stay unbeaten and advance to the Final Four. Seton, start us off.
Notre Dame, I wish he hit that shot.
Oh, there's the applause. Thank you. Paulie, your headline, please.
Maybe this one will count. Calipari off to another Final Four.
Oh, snap. That is a shot, John.
Little history lessons there for your kids. McLevin.
The unluck of the Irish. Cats have 9 lives. Shot sales wild.
I love it. That was great.
Meow, Fritzy, meow, meow.
Unlucky Charms. Fighting Irish lose, but posed serial threat to cats.
Broke their pink hearts. Headline number 2. Warriors get their 60th win and clinch the #1 seed in the West. Fritzy, it's all yours.
Warriors came out and played.
Nice.
I had the exact.
Old movie. Good year.
Almost exact.
I had that in my head.
McLovin.
Golden not folding states Stephen Curry. The Golden State.
States.
Golden not folding states Stephen Curry. Come on.
Wow, they didn't
Shower
they didn't
him
like
with
that.
brews. Paulie, your headline, please.
Well, it's gonna sound redundant, but I'll see if I can sing it well. Ching, 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 ching. Warriors come out to play in the postseason.
Oh my goodness.
Great movie. James Remar.
Great movie. Seton.
What?
Steph infection. Curry needs shots to clear up some form of illness that I really couldn't find anything clever to.
Period.
Steph infection.
That kind of applause.
Curry needs shots is really where it ends.
Debilitating diseases count.
And the crowd clap midias for you. Third headline, The Big Show wins the
Wow.
Andre the
Clap
Giant
midia.
Memorial Battle Royale at WrestleMania 31. Paulie, take it away.
I was a little lost because I didn't see WrestleMania 1 through 30, so I don't really have a headline.
It's still real to me.
Don't be a hater.
This one is a callback from Friday's show for me, but WrestleMania. Who gives a rat's ass?
Oh, it just gets
Rat's
better with
ass.
time.
Rat's
Fritzy.
ass. I don't know why it's a rat's.
Dan Patrick and Keith Olbermann were in WrestleMania this weekend. The Big Show.
Little Big Show here.
McLovin. I'm hurting.
The Big showed me something on Saturday night. He showed me they're still doing WrestleMania.
Probably the biggest moneymaker in sports.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire.
It crushes in the pay-per-view. Our fourth and final headline, the NFL will begin research and development of Patriots coach Bill Belichick's idea of added goal line cameras. McLovin, bring me something good.
Pylon on. Coach Belichick probably wants goal line camera to spy on the other team.
Truthiness. Fritzy.
Lights, cameras, take action. Hoodie wants Shield to movie forward with technology.
Seton.
Isn't it iconic? Legendary cheater calls for Morissette cameras in game.
Ooh.
Isn't it iconic?
Take that jagged little pill.
Not really. More.
Paulie, wrap it up for us.
All right. I spy more cameras at the goal line. Light specking.
Popular game to throw off outside the car.
It's so tough, but the mock headline champion this week is
Isn't it iconic?
McLovin.
Dude.
Thank you.
I feel like Brock to
Thank you.
determine that has a magic 8 ball that just looks like this and it says, this says McLovin.
It's the first name that pops in his head. Like, what are their names again?
Yeah.
Oh, it's McLovin.
Yeah.
All right, stick around. The Super Bowl is in the rearview mirror, but who's having the best offseason? We'll find that out next. This is the box score, and we are taking a break and remind you that the Ram Heavy Duty, with its best-in-class towing, torque, and horsepower, doesn't need one. Guts, glory, Ram.
Who had the better offseason? Rob Gronkowski is on tour. Spring break, down in Miami. He's on some type of music festival stage dancing. I've got hundreds of these. I just picked one that was somewhat innocuous. Gronk on the beach with the ladies. A couple bros in there as well. Now, Tom Brady, a little older, more of a gentleman, on the beach with the wife, the kids, the dog. Supermodel wife, by the way. And then the topper move, pick up basketball in the Bahamas with Michael Jordan.
We're closing up shop here at the Box Score Bar as the Patriots continue their offseason. The question was brought up, who's enjoying the offseason better? Is it Gronk or is it Tom Brady? Paulie, you asked the question, but maybe you can answer it for us right now. Who's doing it better?
I guess it matters what age you are, you know, like if you're 35 and over, you may look at Brady. If you're 35 and under, Gronk's your hero. Well, Brock, we had this just into the newsroom. The I-team is always working.
Great.
We were on Twitter earlier today and spotted you, SoCal Brock, popular on Twitter, host of the Box Score, and you were texting, tweeting / flirting with Amy, who is the longtime girlfriend of Dale Earnhardt Jr., NASCAR legend.
Wow.
Little back and forth on the Twitter. Anything we should know about here?
No.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You're chatting it up with Amy.
Yeah. All right. Well,
What is RHBH, by the way?
It's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
We found out.
Beverly Hills.
Is she your new buddy or NASCAR friend?
Yeah, you know, Twitter pals, and so the conversation.
Why are you
came
sweating?
Up. It's warm in here. I mean, it's scalding in here. The lights are on here. Was that Twitter?
I just want to tell you, man. I mean, Junior Nation is nothing to mess with, and if you mess with the Queen, I can't save you. There's nothing we could do about it.
Well, let me tell you that they are.
Kyle and Kim.
No. They are very in love, and believe me, this fat man's not jumping in between that couple. I was just trying to be supportive of her viewing habits, and lovely woman, Junior, great guy.
If Earnhardt doesn't come on in a couple weeks as a guest, we're gonna know what's going on.
Oh boy.
Listen. I'll make some calls. And Amy, they're in love. I'm just a fat guy.
Why don't you towel off and close up the show?
Yeah, well, let's do that. All right, Fritzy, who's on tomorrow?
We will be joined by John McEnroe tomorrow, and since that's our only guest right now, we'll look ahead and say Rich Eisen Wednesday.
How'd you get him?
Darius Rucker. That way we had to pull some strings. Darius Rucker in our New York studios on Thursday, so we'll see what we can add to Mr. John McEnroe for the Tuesday edition.
All right, thank you guys, and I guess we'll be back tomorrow. I will, of course, turn the AC on in here and go Junior. Oh, and of course, to Sven, one more time, buddy. Cheers.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the Box Score. Holy cow!